Yo, yo, yo. Hey guys, Rowan here, and welcome back to Blue Prince, the fresh prince of blue air, where I'm finally over my curse, I believe. And I've been absolutely crushing it. Just absolutely. We got safes galore unlocked. I think one of the last safes that I know about, which we're still missing a safe. There's one safe. I do not know where its location is, which is a problem. But it's not a problem we can't solve. Alright. Tomb? Give me the tomb. I think when you get the chance to take a tomb, you take the tomb. So yeah, give me some dice. Alright, give me some coin. And yeah, I guess take this key. There's even dig spots out here. I don't know if it's down here that there's some kind of cracks to smash open, but I bet you there is. I haven't gone through and done notes yet. I haven't. I've been too excited. Getting a lot of stuff figured out. And look at my allowance. That is quite the allowance. 38 coins. Alright, yeah, give me the hallway. Okay, way too many hallways at this rate. We can drop a secret passage. Give me the chapel. I think that's fine. We can drop a passageway here. It's an early trophy room. I can't get that, but music's going hard right now. Can do the hallway closet here. Give me the hallway closet. And what is you? Break room? Oh, also, I kept the moon pendant. I kept the burning glass. Okay. So, 1 plus 3 squared 16. 3 squared 9 minus 4 is 5. Divided by 5 is 1. 2 squared 4 times 20 is 80. Divided by 10 is 8. Divided by 8 is 1. I don't think we're on that competition board there. Yeah, give me the den right here. I feel like you are a location of one of my last safes that I need to discover. Could drop the garage down. Could drop the hallway down. Give me the garage. I think there's actually a bunch of value in this. And if we get the car keys, we're guaranteed, well, not guaranteed, but we could get some good loot. Having plenty of keys will not go awry. Could do the dining room. Could do the workshop. Let's drop a workshop. Gets me the sledgehammer. And we can do a courtyard here. I do need some gems really bad though. Okay. See if we can curve things down. We do pantry. Alright, do pantry, that's fine. And then I can drop a dead end right here. Freezer. Actually, we've got ability to ignite things here. So I think we need to do this. Not for staff use, Master Sinclair's personal freezer. Prism key. Thought only in the event of my death. Oh, there's a stamp. Simon, I had wished for you to read this letter upon first arriving at Mount Holly, but I couldn't risk the contents of these pages falling into unsympathetic hands. My personal freezer should prove quite the safe box, as all the staff have for many years respected my wishes that remain shut and untampered. My favorite snacks are also stored here. But in addition to these delicious treats, it has also for the last 20 years stored many a cryptic message and ciphered note. This nondescript cooler is in fact a dubious frozen postbox of chilled secrets. Have you heard of the children of Blackwater? I have no idea how forthcoming your father has been about the details surrounding your mother's final chapter, or the role he thinks I played in that end. I've always denied involvement, to him, to the detectives, to the Crown, and now to you as well. But can I honestly say I had nothing to do with her disappearance? And yes, I speak of disappearance, not death. For I too cling to the hope that our fears are unfounded, and I have occasionally from time to time caught fragments of information that bolster this belief. Fragments of information have cost me plenty, for our country is never short of opportunists and blackmailers. Still, as I'm now dead, I don't want this knowledge to be buried in me, even if that means passing the burden of these fragments on to you, even if that information may weigh even heavier in your head than the Crown involved. Unfortunately, this information is a little too precious to entrust entirely to this freezer, as I'm not too confident that the sanctity of my snacks will extend beyond my life. I've always found it best to use multiple baskets when it comes to incriminating eggs, a lesson I recently learned again when a member of my staff betrayed my confidence. I placed 8 red envelopes in 8 even more secure locations throughout the estate, and left a hidden message for you among the art that hangs in almost every room in this house. This message is the key to unlocking these secrets, but you must be open in your interpretation, as the message itself harbors multiple double meanings and hidden entendres. One final word of guidance: the safe combinations you're seeking will not be found in writing on the estate. So I hope you haven't been wasting too much time jotting down random invoice numbers and dates. Only by deciphering the many meanings of the 44-character message can you hope to unlock its many mysteries. To each their own letters, Herbert S. Sinclair. Yeah. That's how come I know about that. Oh, I shouldn't have grabbed those. Those were wasted. Oops. Well, we got an upgrade disc. Network servers are finally out of cold storage, or at least as many as we can fit in the surrounding walls of the grotto off of East Drive. Okay, yeah. Last few days have been very busy, but I'm glad I was able to take a short break from gardening to help Randolph install the network. Well, it was after all the least he could do, since it was I who suggested the final location. We decided we were going to store the 2 unused servers here in Mount Holly's freezer. They should serve as readily accessible replacements should any of the primary consoles fail. Denny Remain. Admin key at Rev D. Okay. So, my stuff is now frozen. Which ain't great. Give me the breakfast nook. Special keys, we could use prism key, but that's fine. We could do quest bedroom. Do security here. Oh. Can't do security, I have no gems. Okay, we got car keys. Which is kind of huge. Okay, I need to unthaw my accounts, though. So this is problematic. Alright. Lockpick. Secret garden. Maybe we can get a furnace down. Well, we can drop a nursery down. Oh. No, we can't. Drop a dovecot down. Okay. We could drop a storeroom down. Makes me a little worried on dead end front, but... Alright, oh. I can't pick up coins. What am I doing? I forgot. Momentary lapse in judgment. Alright, we gotta thaw out. This is not conducive. Okay, give me the bedroom. Can't lose coins here, at least. Hallway, perfect. Alright, kennel? Yeah, do that. Oh, yep, pet you. No, coins I can't take. Unfortunate, that. Could drop the coat check. Could drop the observatory. Oh, I can't do the observatory. Drop the coat check. Well, we're almost dead-ended for the day. So that's something. What that something is, oh, I need to be able to use my disc. Huh. Oh, we can go outside. It's actually fine. I almost forgot. Can't do conservatory. You know what? Give me the library. Library's fine here. Okay. Book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. The Curse of Blackbridge by Redford Allen. Boy, the legend of Blackbridge is one that's well known to the people of the Grand Realm, for versions of this tale have been passed down from generation to generation. With each new telling, the story has changed, becoming over the years more colorful, more verbose, and as one might expect, increasingly horrifying. However, with so many renditions and unique personal touches, the task of confining and binding this tale to the text seemed an ambitious and impossible challenge. Over the course of my research, I've heard dozens of variations of the legend. While the details would often change, I was surprised how much the story's heart remained the same. Yet the more I listened, the clearer it became there could never be a definitive version of this tale capable of capturing all the wonder and myths of Blackbridge. In the end, I chose to write down what felt most authentic, the story my grandmother told me, as a boy long ago. Part 1. The Berry Picker from Oris. Many years ago, before peace had become a familiar word, there lived a group of rogues so wayward that the locals deem it appropriate to call their number the Unholy Hounds. They were feral outlaws, composed of society's worst in a time when society was at its worst. And for each crime that fearful travelers credited to the group, a dozen more lay unclaimed, each worse than the last. For the gentry, however, who often value their coffers more than their companions, no crime could measure more wicked than the group's primary enterprise, high road robbery. Not highway robbery, high road. One such member of this so-called band of rogues was a boy of 13 years, Jesper, who had not been lucky in life, having lost 2 brothers to war and parents to famine. In the years of hunger that followed, Jesper lived in a gutter behind the churchyard, relying on the nourishment of scurrying bugs and weeds harvested from the cracks of the alleyway to sustain his pitiful existence. It is not surprising that a child aiming to escape such hardships would take any easy road out. An easy and well-traveled road, paved with temptations, leading out of the city and into the gentry lands, where loose purse strings entwined with the strands of salvation and glisten equally with the hope of opportunity. It was this road that eventually led Jesper to the end of his youth, a hidden cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. It was here he met his surrogate family and saviors, the notorious gang of godless outlaws known as the Unholy Hounds. Oh. Okay, it's going the wrong way. Despite the hardened circumstances that led him to his vocation of banditry, Jesper was surprisingly tender-hearted and was often teased by the group for being too kind for such an ignoble life. For this reason, Jesper was assigned the innocent role of berry picker. It's not just innocence that set berry picking apart from the gang's more wicked undertakings, for it was the only duty performed without the safety of night's concealment. Jesper, no stranger to solitude, did not protest that he alone worked while the others slept soundly, tucked away in the cave at the bottom of Blackbridge Canyon. One such occasion, Jesper decided to get an early start. He left the cave, berry basket in hand, and set out into the woods before the morning sun had even brushed against the tallest treetops. It was colder in the mornings, but the headway dawn afforded meant Jesper could reach the furthest most berry patches without worry being chastised for tarrying upon his return. It took over 3 hours on foot to reach his destination. Along the way, Jesper had passed by many a familiar bush, all priorly pillaged and so bereft of berries that one would have to dedicate several moments in earnest examination before finding a single one. Jesper was patient, but even patience had its limits. He was confident that, even accounting for the time lost to his long stretch of travel, his efforts would be well worth the pains. Surveying the patches in his new grove surprised even Jesper. The red dots suspended among the leaves seemed as numerous as stars in the skies. Upon seeing such a bounteous sight, he clutched his berry basket tightly and nearly toppled over out of joy. Once he had regained his senses, Jesper quickly made a decision. He would not reveal the location of his newfound treasure. Instead, he would earn the respect of his confederates who, upon seeing his yield, might attribute the success to hard work. Smiling at his plan, Jesper set off to fill his basket and was making steady strides in this task when the sound of thundering hooves interrupted him. A carriage is approaching. The thought of it made Jesper freeze. Had he been so enchanted by his discovery he had neglected to observe his surroundings? How could a roadway be so close? He ducked down and crept towards the impending sound, hiding behind one of the larger bushes nearby. It was only a moment before the sound source revealed itself. Within 50 paces of where Jesper hid, an elegant carriage with gold trim came soaring around a corner of trees, led by 2 beautiful white horses, and conveyed by a stern-looking driver seated atop the vehicle, flaunting the most sophisticated regalia Jesper had ever seen. It was not just any carriage, it was a royal carriage. Even without ever having witnessed such a sight before, Jesper was certain. The sight had so transfixed Jesper that he stood awestruck, unable to tear away as the carriage approached. The little concealment the bush provided was soon proven unequal to the driver's lofty perch. Upon spotting the boy, he pulled the reins with such effect, the noble steed slid to a sudden halt with precise control. "You boy, get out from behind that bush," he shouted with rigidity that betrayed a modest amount of fear. "You startled me half to death, coming around the bend of my own drive and me seeing such an unfamiliar face, a place where there not ought to be any face." Jesper quickly contemplated running. The man was much older, his dress was suitable for courtly behavior, not dashing through the bramble and mud. I was picking berries." Jesper raised the half-filled basket up to allow the driver to see the proof of his words. The demeanor of the man suddenly changed. It was a change that Jesper was familiar with. He had many times seen the same stern expressions on the most fiendish bandits melt away when presented with a berry basket. Any suspicions the driver might have had instantly evaporated, for even the notion of a member of the unholy hounds picking berries seemed farcical. Softened expression even made allowances for a smile. "Berries, eh? Say, you couldn't have picked a better spot for them, could you? I used to pick berries here as a boy." Jesper took his cue to finally step forward out from behind the bush, proudly brandishing his basket. "I know, and what luck I found them. I have only just begun picking, and look how many I have. It would have taken me fourfold the time back home to procure this number." Driver bent down for a close look. "And where's your home, boy? Must be quite far." Jesper replied with a script response. "A little south of Tanner Fork, just past the burnt woods." "My God, that is far. You couldn't have come all that way only this morning." It was true. Tanner Fork was in the exact opposite direction that Jesper had traveled, and while the response would seem perfectly reasonable, location close to the Black Bridge Canyon, he could see why it might seem less believable here. "So I've traveled much further for much less profit. I dare say there is no distance yet made by a man that would not be worth undertaking for a prize such as these. Surely you've tasted them for yourself." Jesper felt happier with this response, as it seemed to amplify the man's smile. "My youth often, but perhaps I took it for granted because I never had to travel very far. And even then, my father would always drive us here in our carriage, so I'm ashamed I've never had to walk such a stretch to earn an equal reward." It was Jesper's time to smile. "Then let my efforts reward us both today." He raised the basket even higher. "Taste in the memory of your youth, sir." The driver chuckled and removed one glove, bending over the seat to reach down to the basket. That moment his fingers touched the first berry. The dagger in turn met his throat, cutting through a superficial layer of skin and drawing blood. Jesper caught the man's startled eyes. "And for that taste, I will have your purse, sir, in memory of my youth." The driver's arm had gone stiff, his chin raised and trembling, more frightened than he had ever been before. Whether unable or incapable of speaking, he did not respond to the boy. Perhaps he did not think his jaw could afford to be engaged at this particular time. Jesper let the basket drop, freeing his other hand to probe the man's pockets. "Do not mistake me, sir. I will not kill you if you give me no cause. Though I will admit the thought of taking your carriage and leaving you the indignity of walking appeals to me." Unable to find a purse in the man's coat, Jesper pivoted to search the seat under him. "Why have you no purse upon your person?" The driver slowly raised his hand cautiously, pointing towards the carriage door behind him. Jesper lowered the knife's edge a small degree to allow the man to speak, which he did in turn softly. "There's a lockbox in the carriage." "Well, come down then, and grant me the courtesy of sparing your life and binding your hands. Concession, I assure you, of my tender heart, for it would be much easier to slit your throat." The man started to comply, slowly lowering himself from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree, where he instructed him to get on his knees, put his hands behind his back. Excusing his inexperience, the man indulged Jesper while he figured out how to adequately bind him. The smile and kindness Jesper had seen on the man's face, now nothing more than a distant memory. In their place, cold, dark eyes displaying no emotion. "I wonder, should I grant you the same clemency you are showing me?" Jesper stopped, surprised by the question, but ignored it, secured the final bindings, and hastily returned to the carriage. One hand on the door's handle, he turned back to the man. "If there is no lockbox, there will be no clemency." Inside, the carriage was surprisingly dusty and unswept, a stark contrast to the elegant and polished golden facade of the exterior. Apparently been many years since a passenger had enjoyed passage in this vehicle. This all but confirmed what Jesper had suspected. The driver of this carriage was not a liveried servant in the employ of some greater master. Any curiosity that this observation might have further produced was quickly abandoned upon seeing what rested under the carriage's back seat, a large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper had dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, two observations were made. Totemic symbols found carved on all four sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by your Indian hands, reminding him of artifacts from the old world and presumably crafted in one of the ancient realms. Secondly, the box was secured by a rusted yet robust padlock and would not open easily without a key. Jesper looked over to see the driver quietly observing from his indentured position. "Do you perhaps have a key you can provide me to open this box?" Without a motion, the driver replied, "There is no key to that box." Jesper stood up. "Easy enough, then." He headed over to a nearby rock of sizable dimensions and lifted the stone up, carrying it back to the box. If there was ever a time when the lock had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. With one hit, the stone had completely shattered the rusted lock. He bent back down and opened the lid. Inside was an effigy, a crude figure chiseled from stone. Without too much deliberation, Jesper bent down and picked it up, somewhat surprised how heavy it seemed, given how light the box had felt. Having expected to find something more akin to gold or gems, he looked questioningly to the man, hoping to find an explanation. The driver's smile had once again returned. "You're cursed, boy, for deadly is the stone. You have opened that which should never have been opened, and you are cursed." Jesper carried the effigy over the man and shoved it in front of his face. "What is it?" "That's one." Feeling his disappointment rising to anger now, Jesper tightened his grip on the effigy. "One what, you mumbling agenta? And in God's name, why have you no purse upon your person?" The man did not seem intimidated. "One pace." He paused for effect. 12 more and you will be dead." He only had a second to flinch before the effigy struck him in the head, put an end to his cryptic ramblings. If there was ever a time when the old man had been resistant to brute force, it wasn't recent. Jesper looked down at the sculpted stone figure, now splattered red. Was it cursed? Was he cursed? He had, of course, heard stories of curses, and had never doubted their validity in the past. But now that he was standing face to face with the possibility of being cursed, his mind pleaded with him to be skeptical. And if he was cursed, what difference would the knowledge make? A dozen more paces would not be enough to find another living soul, to say nothing of the chances of procuring a remedy. If he did not move from where he now stood, he could live maybe another 3 or 4 days, maybe get more given the abundance of nearby berries. A plan that, if we ignore its obvious faults, might provide additional opportunities for help to come along. What good would that do? Be discovered here, beside a body, stolen goods in hand, bloated from berries, and raving about a curse that could very well not be real? No, it would most certainly be better to face one's fate now, take a dozen paces, and see if life goes on. But Jesper found his legs unable to make the first step. His mind was unable to convince his limb to waste away 1/12 of his life in a single motion. Feeling the desperation sink in, he hopelessly looked about him for some solution. And if by some stroke of luck the gods had heard his plea, a miracle materialized before him, as if he found himself suddenly at the end of a fairy tale. 2 white horses and a carriage of golden trim were beside him, the answer to his immediate prayers. He laughed at his fortune and calculated the short number of paces back to the road. 4. Perhaps only 3 if he jumped. He made a quick survey to see if there was anything he wished to grab before taking the plunge. He thought about removing the driver's fancy coat, as that appeared to be of some value, but the additional risk of undertaking such a task too great a chance, and so, after a profound breath, he took his 2nd, 3rd, and 4th steps, though they were quite large. Seated now behind the horses, he reached for the reins and suddenly realized that he was still gripping the effigy. If the curse was real, then it would most certainly be better left here. If, on the other hand, the story was fictitious, there might be some appraisal that could be made of the figure. It was, after all, found within a lockbox, whose typical function oft secures objects of value. Having witnessed firsthand the horrors of destitution, Jesper found his mind equally reluctant to allow his hand to let go. If it is cursed, I die. If it is not today, then tomorrow. And if I die, what care have I? With that statement said aloud to the horses seemingly, Jesper took up the reins with confidence. Part 2. Below the Black Bridge. Oh, this continues! Miller awoke to some light nudging from a familiar foot. Only one person would have the cheek to awaken her in such ill-mannered fashion. Shaking the sleep from her eyes, she glared up at him in the darkness, but did not say a word. He nudged her again teasingly, then stepped back into the den. After taking a moment for her eyes to adjust to the darkness of the cave, Miller remembered. She was on 3rd watch today, quietly collecting her things and wits. Miller turned as she left, waving to her young friend, who was more than likely already asleep. She crept through the cavern's main passage, careful not to wake the sleeping bandits around her. Like a hero in a book, she often mused. Quietly, she grabbed a bow from the haphazardly formed pile of weapons, shaking the accompanying quiver in the darkness to assess how many arrows it held. She then walked towards the sun-drenched mouth of the cavern, ready to start her shift. Above her, in one of the few trees found in the cavern, Miller could see that Revia was already posted. She waved, and Revia waved back. Calling out to each other was strictly forbidden. Anything louder than a gesture in the canyon was forbidden. When Miller reached the tree, Revia lowered a braided rope and pointed to the ground behind her. Miller turned, following the finger, and saw a pail of water resting beside a nearby log. She turned back to Revia, nodded, and secured the pail to the rope. The pail went up first, and in turn Miller followed. Revia reached across to grab the water. Miller leaned back to give her space. There was not much room for maneuvering in this tree post, a necessary concession for the concealment the outpost demanded. Revia tilted the pail up to her mouth dramatically, illustrating how thirsty she had been. Miller laughed silently as water poured out, splashing onto Revia's face. It was a bit too daring and noisy of a joke, and had the others been around, they would have certainly been scolded for the unwarranted sound. But Miller appreciated the efforts Revia took to verbalize the silence of the morning. They had been on a third watch together for over a month, and during that speechless time, their friendship had grown into something special. Affection was unsurprisingly scarce among the unholy hounds. She had felt camaraderie before, but intimacy never. From their elevated vantage, the girls could see both the concealed entrance of the cavern as well as a clear view of the bridge that spanned across the canyon. Black Bridge was a link between the Gentry lands and the northern mountains, the overpass that connected Oris and Reddington. To the city-faring travelers of the realm, the bridge was an unavoidable crossing. In the day, the task was to ensure the travelers passed by without stopping. At night, the task was to ensure that they do. Like most of her band, Miller preferred the night. The biting glare of the sun might be tolerable to farmhands and bricklayers, but to a cavern-housed bandit, it was the source of constant annoyance. In the day, there was no shroud to conceal her expressions nor to hide her thoughts. She felt exposed. Revia touched her elbow and pointed up. Miller, striving to suppress a budding smile, subtly shook her hand in response. There were many signs that the unholy hounds used in lieu of words, but the two of them had developed an extended vocabulary, gestures quietly forged in the shared solitude of their month among the branches. She watched as Revia shifted, placing her palms flat on the floorboards beneath them. Miller knew what she was trying to say, but shook her head a second time. It was often more fun to pretend not to understand. Revia rolled her eyes and turned away, looking back to the canyon. Squinting through the leaves, the two girls held still, watching and listening. It was not long until Miller, too, heard the sounds of approach. Revia held up two bent fingers, and a few moments later, two men emerged from the bridge's southern end. They were dressed in familiar uniforms, long gray coats with black facings, white waistcoats, and black tricorn hats. They belonged to the local patrol, the Blackguard. Oh, this is the group that no longer exists. Though not an everyday occurrence, their presence at Blackbridge was an unusual sight. It typically indicated important travelers impending passage across the bridge, information that the girls would promptly relay to their leaders as soon as the coast was clear. But this report, while exciting, was rarely acted upon. In Miller's 5 years in the Unholy Hounds, she had never once seen a carriage taken in open daylight when the Blackguard was nearby. The men had nearly reached the bridge's north end when Miller heard the horses, faintly at first, but growing louder with each passing moment. Revia's eyes met Miller's, the same concern mirrored in each other's expression. They did not sound like the typical carriage, cautiously approaching the bridge to cross. Instead of the familiar crunch of the high road's gravel, they heard the harsh clattering of foot hoofbeats against stone. Both girls quickly redirected their attention downwards, looking through the foliage. The sounds were not coming from the high road, but from the canyon itself. The horses were coming from below the bridge. In an instant, Miller had knocked an arrow and drawn her bow. Go! Revia was gone before the whisper had even left Miller's mouth. The young scout was already sliding down the bank below, racing towards the cave. There was no road that ran below the canyon. There was no reason for the numerous horses to be approaching their cave. There was only one reasonable conclusion, and both girls had reached it instantly. The base had been compromised. This was a Blackguard attack. The moment the horses came into view, Miller let loose her first arrow. She was surprised to see a carriage. She had expected cavalry. Before she even finished processing that thought, her second arrow was in the air. about a trail. It'd be unthinkable for a carriage to traverse such rough terrain. Yet she watched as the wheels jolted over the rocky riverbed. A third arrow was now in flight. There would be no need for a fourth. The driver slumped over just moments before the vehicle dipped into a small ditch, slamming it into an embankment. The force of the sudden halt immediately shattered the front two wheels and catapulted the driver from his seat. Utterly confused now, Miller quickly glanced over his shoulder to see if any horses were also approaching from the rear. Down in the canyon, the entire horde of the unholy hounds came spilling forth from the earth as if hell itself had suddenly sprung open. The group seemed even more bewildered than Miller, half asleep and tripping over one another in a desperate attempt to engage an unseen enemy in combat. Miller could only see Ravia among their number, the only one looking up at her. Her expression was chilling. There had been no need for a silent gesture to convey what they both now realized. They had made a mistake. The gang's chieftain, Jeffrey Heartslasher, led the others, cautiously approaching the crashed carriage like a suspicious fox would near a baited trap. There were no words exchanged as the group crept forward in customary silence. A dozen or so paces in front of the wreckage lay the far-flung driver, an arrow protruding from his broken body. Beside him, a blood-stained effigy carved from stone. Miller was inconsolable. Jesper had always been her favorite. He had always shadowed her in the night, clinging to the ends of her every move, the way a child tails behind an older sibling. Tender-hearted, she had always called him, though deep down she had known that wasn't quite true. His appearance of gentleness concealed a raw, resilient durability that emerged in the most perilous of situations. He had been a flower among the nettles of his cave, but he still had thorns, honed by a grim past and 100 hands of misfortune. They buried him in the darkness in the back of one of the larger cabin rooms. He was interred with a berry basket and a silk handkerchief that he had treasured. The mysterious effigy they found beside him served as a distinguished gravestone, a marker that stood out as somewhat special among the rows of similar swords marking neighboring plots. No one spoke, not even in whispers. There was nothing to say. Miller woke the next day to a thunderous shaking and rattling of the earth, a far cry from the playful nudging of the previous day. She strained to adjust her eyes, but the choking sting of stirred-up dust caused her to flinch. Panic was also in the air. The sounds of scurried footsteps and clattering feet filled the space around her, but even in alarm the silence was louder. What was it that sounded so strange? Miller closed her eyes tight and used her feet to guide her along the passage. The whispers around her were getting louder, and intense voices could be heard ahead, louder speech than she had ever heard spoken in the canyon. A drawing dread grew as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open wide despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? Miller felt a hand in the darkness, pulling at her. It was Ravia. The two embraced, and Miller did not need to see her to understand. Ravia placed two bent fingers against Miller's cheek. With that touch against her face, Miller felt the same sinking feeling from the previous day. Two bent fingers confirmed what Miller had suspected. The girls had forgotten to relay one critical piece of information to the others. An hour or so later, the screams began. Blood-curdling cries of hopeless desperation. Captain Frederick Lee of the Blackguard looked down from the ridge of the canyon to the collapsed entrance of the cave. Ah, he grinned. Now they speak. Ah. Interesting. Oh, that is very interesting. What does it mean? I don't know, but very interesting. You know what? Give me the mailroom. I haven't been in here. Whoa! Okay. I don't know how many of these. Okay. Dear Simon, after giving it some thought, I've decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with a probate lawyer, and he assures me there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I know. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Miss Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans from Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there. and I've never heard of them being moved to another location, nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were moved or where they were moved to, save one, which I was instructed to remove myself. Assuming it was not moved again after I hit it, you should be able to find it in the observatory, hidden within the lens compartment of the telescope therein. There was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio. Hopefully this will serve as the first illuminating step towards finding out why. Hi Simon, I'm going to assume at this point you've likely reached the upper ranks of the house and run into our keycard security doors. These are actually a fairly new addition to the house and were designed by Kirk Darren and myself. Oh, Kirk Darren's a pseudonym. Were installed after an unfortunate incident 2 years ago when some of your uncle's correspondence was stolen by a member of the staff who had somehow managed to reach a room that they should not have been able to find. We're still not 100% sure how he got past the antechamber seals, but it was clear after that episode that not every member of the staff should have unchecked access to the higher ranks of the estate. It's important to note here that in my own experience, I've found every other member of the staff to be extremely trustworthy and unwavering in their loyalty to your uncle. Still, after that incident, we decided to err against our own confidences and opted to install a state-of-the-art security system, issuing keycards to only the most trusted members of the senior staff. If you find the security doors become an annoyance while you're attempting to navigate the house, you should be able to lower their frequency from the security terminal. There's even a nifty trick to unlock them by utilizing the utility closet in conjunction with the security settings. Of commonplace, standard, unusual, rare. Simon, following up on the map I created outlining the steam-powered duct system, I thought it would be helpful to provide you with a corresponding map for gas power, which is an outdated system that is currently only utilized outside the house and locations on the grounds. Orchards, Hovel, Gemstone Cavern, Schoolhouse. Hope this helps, Randa. Simon, in case it wasn't explicit in the emails, I decided to contact DC Power directly, get some additional usage instructions for the vac system they installed. This information is actually as much for me as it is for you, as I often spend 10 minutes in the utility closet just pressing random buttons until coming up with the desired result, but I rarely understand exactly how it is I get there. After half an hour on hold, I finally got to speak to the technician who personally designed the system, and I compiled a list of helpful operating instructions. I'll add that material on a separate sheet I'll include with this letter. As always, hope this helps you, Randolph. 5 out of 6 indicator lights are the same color. Pressing a 6 indicator will always sync it up to the other 5. If all 6 lights are green, pressing any of them will result in the appearance of a blue indicator. If all 6 lights are purple, pressing any of them will result in the appearance of a white indicator. Pressing a blue indicator will turn off and flip both neighbors blue, unless one of those neighbors is red. Greetings, Simon. Hope all is going well in the estate. I was discussing my communications with you and another fellow technician, Kimberly Thompson. She suggests I disclose to you the locations of the drafting strategy issues she's personally found in the estate. Issue 1, dormitory. Issue 2, drafting studio. Issue 3, library. Issue 4, bookshop. Issue 5, bookshop. The above list is according to her, so I can't personally vouch these are accurate. Okay. Simon, if I'm going to be mentioning members of the staff, perhaps I should give you a brief introduction. Miss Ann Babbage, house manager, my boss. Kirk Darren, head of security. Randolph Moore, lead lab technician, network admin, humble author of these letters. Kimberly Thompson, lab assistant and helpful sidekick. Chef DeCamp, head of the kitchen, maker of tasty meals. Hartley Rhoda, the Baron's personal valet, retiring. Christoph, the chauffeur. Robert Nagula, the new groundskeeper. There are a handful of other names among the various live-out and seasonal service staff. Due to their infrequent mention, I thought it best to omit them from this cursory introduction. Okay. Another successful experiment, another letter. You certainly have been keeping yourself busy. As I spent the last few days racking my brain trying to come up with new clues for you, I'm reminded of your mother's aptly named book, A New Clue, how fiendishly she hid the clues for her readers within its pages. Don't worry, I won't be hiding my clues for you in imagery or requiring you to come to the text with a magnifying glass. Truth is, I'm not nearly as clever or creative as she was. The best I could muster, trying to be cryptic and mysterious, would be something like, break the bricks in the weight room, something that has a handle and is very heavy. I'm afraid that in spite of my best efforts, the result's not quite cryptic and even less mysterious. Suppose I'll leave the riddles to your great uncle and his niece. Dear Simon. Oh wait, hold on. Oh. Dear Simon, as I've been running out of ideas of my own, yesterday I asked Kirk Darren if he had any additional security advice I could pass on To my surprise, he gave me an envelope and directed me to include it in my next correspondence to you. I did not ask him what it contains, so I'll be very curious to hear from you after this is all over, find out whether or not it's any use. Until next time, Randolph. Unused memos. Safe code 4368. Lie. Numbers 6, 7, and 9 do not appear in any of the fixed combinations of safes on the estate. Safe code 1213. Safe code D8. There is no safe on rank. There is a safe on rank 10. Okay, I think that's true. Simon, I can't think of any reason you need to access the server administrator controls before I return. Your father has mentioned interest in computers, so I have a feeling you may be a bit more hands-on than your great uncle. You'll find the admin terminal in Blackbridge Grotto, a small cavern sealed much like the story off of the East Drive. I believe I previously explained how to restore power to the grotto in one of my earlier letters. However, keep in mind that accessing the terminal requires an admin key. Unfortunately, I won't be able to set up one for you until I return, but your admin key will eventually be Joan S., first 4 letters of your family name, or if you prefer, we could use a pseudonym. I'm sure we'll discuss in greater detail when I return. Randolph. Simon, if you do end up accessing the admin controls in Blackbridge Grotto, I'm sure you noticed the sealed circular door to the left of the terminal. As you likely have already concluded for yourself, this door can only be opened if 3 different microchips are inserted into the central pedestal. Normally, all 3 microchips are kept secured in 3 other locations. But I decided to make it easy for you, I've left one of the microchips in the grotto for ready access. However, you have to find a new clue or 2 to find the others. Simon, I'm honestly very impressed with the number of experience you've been successful in executing. I certainly wasn't expecting to write this many letters when I started correspondence. Frankly, I'm not quite sure what other advice I can offer in the blind about knowing directly what challenges you're currently facing in the estate. For all I know, you've long since reached room 46 and are just continuing your unaccompanied explorations, stay happy and free of the maids and staff crowding the halls and getting in your way. I can't say I blame you, and I'm sure the other members of the household are quite enjoying their extended vacation. Speaking strictly for myself, however, I cannot wait to get back and begin working with you directly. Helping you through these letters has only whetted my imagination, and to be candid, our collaboration in this correspondence has reminded me so much of working with Mary. I know she's proud of you. Until the day I return, Randolph. Okay. We have just a full suite of letters there. Alright, we can go use this upgrade disc. What a interesting day here. Yeah. Oh, I have a bunch of keys here. Insert disk. Mailroom. Heck yeah. Alright. Same day package delivery. Delivered here after you reach rank 8. Mailroom no contact delivery. Dropped off entrance steps day after drafting. Mailroom freight shipping. Very large package. Delivered here 3 days after drafting this room. Yeah, give me the freight shipping. I really like that idea. You know, give me something incredible. That's what I want. So I got a ton of keys here. So, actually, let's just... Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Let's see. Admin not found. Kirk Kirk. Darren. I don't know what kind of pseudonym this is. Red? We read something. Red Kid? Nope. I don't know what a pseudonym Kirk Darren has here. So Kirk Darren is probably the name we need to unlock the secrets of Blackbridge. But I don't know what we're supposed to do. How frustrating. Alright, we can pop a bunch of chests there. They probably have like coins and stuff in them though. No, they don't. Green memos are lies. Green memos and boxes near this box are both lies. Sanctum key is not in a box, it is buried. I see. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by a moon. I know that's a lie. This one's kind of hidden. A box in the water contains 3 allowance tokens. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by that. We know that's a bunch of hooey. The pink boxes do not contain any prizes. The box containing allowance tokens is white. A prize in a box marked by that. I want to open all of them. Oh. Sanctum key. This box contained a sanctum key. Alright. Well, it's pretty good. We'll open another sanctum door, I guess. Alright, fantastic. Progress. Alright, yep, pop you open. Alright. Need a few more sanctum doors open here. Yeah, we can go end the day in the break room. This was quite the day. So I wonder if green memos are always lies. Or if green memos are only sometimes lies. Red plus blue is purple, not green. Just trying to figure out if there's a tell. There's something to tell me more about this. Okay. And I do have a moon pendant, so who knows what will carry over. Maybe we'll start the day with some cool stuff here. Alright. I'm gonna call it a day here. Mid-sized villa of tomorrow. 6 tomorrow rooms. Yeah, I could have gone back to the tomb, but... Did I have the observatory down? No. Alright. Well, I'm gonna split things here, folks. So I'll see you on the flip side of the blueprint side. See you there. And we're back. I still need to sit down and actually take notes on all my recordings. I'm getting behind on my mad ravings and scrawlings in my notebook. Day 29. Alright. Give me this. Oh, I'm up to 87 gold. That's right, because we carried over stuff. Wow. I need a showroom today. I could do the shrine. Could just do the tool shed here. Alright, give me that. Give me you. Yeah, not a bad start item-wise at all. Feeling pretty good. We did learn about a secret in the observatory now. So I really want to draft an observatory here. Alright, drop you. Go in there in a second. Yeah, drop the courtyard. Coin. Oh, walk-in closet here. Compass. Not bad, not bad. There's the observatory. Give me the hallway, though. This can be a dead end. Yeah, give me the hallway closet. Got a lot of items already this run. Seems good. let's go this way here. Ooh, we could drop down a showroom here. Got 88 coins. Yeah. Go on, then. Emerald bracelet. No longer have to pay any gem costs for floor plans. Elegant bezel set emerald bracelet. Yep. That's actually huge for us. You drop quest bedroom here, I think. Yeah, it gives us plenty of steps too. Den. Exactly what we're after. Alright. Storeroom? Perfect. Right in a dead end space. Fantastic. You drop breakfast nook down? Yeah, go on then. Will you drop commissary down? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the showroom real quick. Because I got 40 gold. Let me rewind time after drawing new floor plans. Okay. I'd like the mailroom, but give me the hallway. Yeah, give me the parlor. Okay, we got some car keys there. Blue box is true. You will open this box and find it empty. One of the other two boxes is false. Okay. If you are true, and one of these has to be false. That could be the case. You open this box and find it full of gems if it's false. Okay, if you are true, and you are true, you know what? I don't believe you. I do not believe you. You lie. We do the mailroom here. Order placed. Well, we got a freight package coming. Break room. Free coin. Alright, 20. 4 cubed or squared is 16. minus 10 is 6. 18 minus 16 is 2. Cubed is 4. 13 minus 10, 3. Cubed is 9. Or squared, not cubed. Silver key. I'll take those. Security, yep. Let's go ahead, we can do keycard system. Security level goes up to high. You don't need to mess offline mode. Alright. Swan a song on me. Oh, it's not taking any time to connect anymore. Probably because we have Blackbridge. Give me metal detector again. Remote. Let's get an experiment going. Give me something good. No. Gain 3 gold for each red room. Let's go money run. See if we can buy out the showroom. Okay, give me the solarium here. Okay. So I'm through the commissary. We'll also have up this way. Here's the observatory. Oh, I think... Okay. I think we need to lower this. Yep. Come on. Oh. I see. All right. Gotta put you in a position where we can actually look at you. Okay, down you go. Alright. No, can't look at you here. Still blocking the path. All right. Found secret floor plan, planetarium. Would you like to permanently add planetarium to your drafting pool? Yes, I would. Yes, I most certainly would. Aywenn been bragging about finding that. Dead end room's more common. I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, give me a dead end right here, though. Master bedroom. Do it. Feel like there has to be more going on with the master bedroom, but I don't know what it is. Archives, huh? Alright. We'll do it. Attic. Okay, we got lever. Battery pack. I need a workshop real bad now. Okay, secret garden. Treasure map. Fifth room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Master bedroom. Okay. Should be in here. Yeah. Digging time. Not gems. Please, not gems. Coins. Big thing of gems. Awesome. Alright, hop you. You know what? I will take the weight room loss. Yep. Do it. You know, wherever this is. can't get my laboratory experiment one because I'm not paying gems. I just realized that. Well. Not ideal. Okay, I need to figure out the clock tower here. I don't know what the goal is there. Yeah, give me a vault here. That's fine. Alright, bunch of money. The pool. Yeah, we can have a dead end room right here. I think this is completely fine. Lockpick kit, special key. Prism key. Dining room, that's fine. Give me the armory. And you know what? Have dinner, even though I don't have a trophy room yet. And that fixes our steps. Special key. I should have used my lockpick kit. Oh dang. Give me the archive done. Alright, not ideal here. Just use this. Oh, my lockpick kit again. Huh. Well, I just dead-ended a bunch of stuff. Not great. Not great, Bob. Archives is really killing me here. I need the workshop really bad. What can we get here? Any compass? That'll help a little bit. Okay, we can get that later. Ballroom's fine. I don't need gems. Gym, that's fine. Oh, we could have gotten coat check, but... Give me a secret garden. Ah, okay. Yep, give me all this. Alright, we'll open this. You can be a dead end down here. This is fine. Archive floor plan. Give me this. Dang. Not ideal. Oh, this is real not ideal. Give me whatever this is. Okay, we continue on. Alright, somehow we're still in it. Okay, now we can just put down 2 dead ends off this thing. Yeah, give me the coat check here, actually. Gives me the safe deposit key. Retrieve item. And I want to check the emerald bracelet in. Okay. You do the conservatory. Alright, do it. Okay. Chamber of Mirrors. Okay. Yeah, I want Chamber of Mirrors to be a lot more common. Well, I guess it's all she wrote. Well, honest. Yeah, we'll put away some coins here. I could buy out the showroom of the piggy here. Can it be broken ones? Sorry, piggy. I want to buy out the showroom. Trophy of Wealth. Buy out showroom's terror stock, including this trophy. Cool. I still have a ton of money. It's so much money still. Alright. Call it a day here. We'll do another run. Garden Chateau of the Dead. 16 dead end rooms. Alright. I haven't seen my gift shop in forever. As a side note. You definitely need the gift shop again. Trading posts. Alright, let's go get the microchip and we'll trade that. Go on then. Maybe with the trading post we can get some of the things we need. Okay, Popium. I still need to get my armory again. I haven't seen it in forever. There's a lot of rooms I'm just not seeing. Gift shop, armory. Microchip for coupon book. Book for salt shaker. Salt shaker for battery pack. Okay. Early battery pack. It's good. It's real good. Alright, head this way. Let's drop an instant storeroom. Oh, go on then. Oh, go on. Got a hallway here. Yeah, spare terrace is fine here. We have shovel. Yeah, drop security here. Okay, keycard system. Let's get high security. And a song, please. Yeah, I would still like to make sure we got plenty of metal detectors. access. Give me an experiment. Okay, our previous experiment was a bust. Could gain a ton of money here as well. Just 15 steps and gain 20 gold. Yeah, do this. I think it'll be alright. We could do the conservatory. Give me the quest bedroom here. Courtyard. Oh, hey there. Hi. Take the metal detector. Drop down the commissary here. Yep, I need gems. Den. Den's fun here. Alright, pop you. Could just do the bedroom. Gonna curve back around here. Kitchen. Oh, you're gonna dead end me, huh? Alright, drop the lavatory. That is what it is. Unfortunate. Could drop the chamber of mirrors. Drop the kitchen. I guess give me the parlor. All statements that contain the word gems are false. This box contains gems. This box is not empty. If you're true, this is false. If you're false, it makes you true. This would have to be false. Okay, if you're true, they're false. Alright, let's see. No. Alright, well. Fine, drop a hallway closet. We get a dice. It's perfect. And we've already kind of dead-ended everything. It's okay, though. The run continues. Vestibule. drop down a chapel here. I'll go out then. Got an extra key. Give me the boudoir. Got some extra steps there. Got hallway. We drop a break room. We drop a pool. You know what I didn't do on the previous day? Didn't go use my keys in the underground area with all the chests. Don't like any of these. Yeah, give me the veranda here. Silver key. That's perfect. That is perfect. Workshop. Okay, again. That's perfect. I need broken levers still, though. Give me the music room. Okay, secret garden. Get that. Special key. Give me a silver key right here. Rotating room. Circular chamber with dome ceiling adorned with an array of mechanical gears. In the center of the room, a stone podium serves as a central pivot point for the chamber's true purpose, rotation. A fitting function for a room named Rotunda, which means clockwise room in Russian. I guess we'll go south first. Gonna go this way. And drop the corridor. Well, guess we can drop the chamber of mirrors. And yeah, we'll get in through the vestibule. Alright, please don't dead end me though. We got passageway. And we got hallway here. A coin. I could do walk-in closet here. Do pantry. I don't want to dead end us. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, Give me a storeroom. It's fine. Okay. We only have one path now. North, don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Alright, give me the boiler room. It's fine. Yeah. Activate you. Activate. Alright, well, it's maybe a short run. Alright, give me a secret garden key here. Yeah, I had to do it. Alright. Now I need the weight room. Could drop a planetarium here. Give me the observatory. Yeah, give me Mantle of the Night. Okay. More keys. Weight room. Now I need to get steps back. Okay, give me the pump room here. Need something here to help with steps. Could do another observatory. Oh, because we got the mirror room. Alright, that's fine. Oh, nice. Magnifying glass. Alright, I am a little bit in trouble. Oh, that just killed me. Oh. Oh, that's frustrating. I had the weight room. I had the weight room and I had the stuff to make the super sledge. That's the worst. Absolute worst. So upset right now. Oh, man. Just what I was looking for. Give me the tool shed. Ah. I have the sledgehammer. I just need lever and battery now. Had a ton of keys, too. Alright, you know what? Let's try to do straight shot up the middle here. That's what I'm going to do now. So I need my armory. You know what? I want the workshop. Give me the workshop. I just need broken lever now. Bedroom, that's fine. Okay, well. Drafting studio. And looking for you. No, actually. Do we have to open that every time? Huh. It's not the drafting studio I wanted. Give me casino. Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in the game's feature. A buy-in of 2 gems required for admittance into this exclusive room. Oh. Didn't need new recipes, so it's fine. Yeah, drop storeroom down here. So I'm gonna need gems. Hop back over to entrance hall real quick here. Quest bedroom, drop it down. Okay. Key card, fantastic. My plan to go right up the middle has failed. Give me the break room. $18, 3 squared 9, 13 minus 10 squared 9. Oh, 18 minus 14 is 4. Times 1 is 4. Squared is 16. Booyah. Do the chapel, that's fine. Sorry, Biggie. I'm sorry. Could do the observatory. Let's do that. Got a fair bit of stars now. Perfect. Half price. Now I need a bookstore real bad. Okay, give me the hallway. Give me the breakfast nook here. Spare terrace is fine here. Make green rooms free. I like it. You do drawing room here. Out of gems. Did get an extra gem there, though. Okay. Could do the morning room right here. Yeah, I need gems really bad. This helps solve a little bit of that problem. And a coupon book. We could get an experiment going. Or I could get more gems. Give me the experiment. Alright, what do we want to do here? Hallway from another hallway. And small chest. Get 2 dice. Alright. Swan song. Let's keep ordering metal detectors right now. Just gonna always guarantee there's one there. Give me office. We'll spread gold. Spread gold. And we get some gold. Alright, we can go up this way. Passageway is perfect. We do security here. Alright, give me more keycard doors. High security, please. Drop the master bedroom down. No, actually we can't. Drop pantry down. Could drop walk-in closet down. Could drop in dovecot. Yeah. We do dovecot here. Oh, we don't actually have a shovel. Well, fine then. Could drop my study down. But let's drop the hallway. I've been looking for the study. Give me armory. Ooh, I could drop the vault. Could drop hallway closet. Give me the gym though. I'd like to be able to continue on a little bit. Yeah, give me the conservatory. Alright. Only closet. Maid's chamber. Put you as rare. Do not want to see maid's closet. Commissary. Yeah, give me commissary here. Shovel, metal detector, sleep mask, salt shaker. Real cheap stuff there. Let's go in here, because we had a bunch of dig spots. Okay. We do quarter, but give me the cloister of Joyo. Darn it. Alright. Where's the antechamber? Vestibule. Do the dark room there. Well, that's not ideal. Alright. That is not ideal at all here. Okay. Let's try not to pass through here. Lost my battery pack. No! It's one of the things I really needed. Alright, give me the archives. Hate that. Yeah, secret garden me. I just realized I had a coat check and I had a vault key and I didn't take that vault key to the vault. I took the vault key out of the coat check. And I didn't put it back. That just dawned on me. I just yeah. People were probably screaming at me. What a fool I've been. Permanent Edition Shrine, none would dare open it. Cursed Coffers, yep. No Holly Tea. Well, I guess I parlor here. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. So, if you're true, this has to be true. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. Okay, which makes this false. These statements can't both be false. So, gems are not in a box with a true statement. Gems are not in a box with a true statement. If you're true, which you can be, you're true, it's false. No. So true, true, false. Alright, I'm getting confused here. No, this was it. Okay. Pool? Alright, give me the pool. Pool me, yo. Give me whatever this is, actually. You know what? We get light in the dark room. Turn off the gymnasium. Oh, yeah, give me that. Aha. It's easy to tell what that is. Give me the library here. Give me Swimbird. We haven't drafted and looked at Swimbird yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to go through Lost and Found. No, thank you. No way, no how. Alright. Got a bunch of fruit and everything. From our secret garden. What are you? We do the weight room, but I can't really get anything right now. I could send money to the servants' quarters now. Do payroll to it. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. Give me that. Oh, grab you. Grab this. Alright. I don't think sale... Okay, it's just telescope again. I don't think sale can reduce it to 0%. Yeah, give me steps. Yeah, I don't think I need set things on fire right now. Do aquarium here. I think that's completely fine. Alright, whatever this is, give me it. Kitchen. Well, whatever you are, give me this. Well, you got pump room. Could try for bookstore here. But, give me whatever the heck this is. Well, he filled out the whole house, I guess. Now I got some dice. Well, I got 4 keys. I can't believe I had a safe deposit box key and I threw it away. That is stupid. Alright, well, what can you do, I guess? Alright, we'll open some of these things. Black box contains allowance tokens. Only 1 box in the reservoir has a prize. So green could be true or false. Only 1 blue box in the water contains a memo with a true statement. Sanctum key is in the blue box. Okay, we do have break room. We'll end the day in the break room. Okay. Yeah. There was a lot I'm still missing. Like, how do I get out over on that side of the house? I know that's a thing we can do. Like, I just know it. Feel it in my bones. Call it a day. Alright, we got enough time for one more in this episode. Garden Shopping Center tomorrow. Alright. $38 allowance is pretty good. It's not enough. I need more. Need way more. Tomb? Think when you get a tomb, you take the tomb. Tomb is just a must take. Alright, and then come down here, take this. Yeah, starting with 2 dice is actually really helpful. Opens up some options for us. A little sad I haven't been seeing my armory lately. Instant workshop. Instant broken lever. Instant happiness. Drop a storeroom here, that's okay. We take those. Secret passage, sure. Into halls? Do hallways are always unlocked. It's a good one to get early. It's gonna save us a ton of keys. Getting a little silly, but alright. Quest bedroom. Quest bedroom. There's so many hallways in the next day. We can do a den. Give me the commissary here. Maybe we can buy some gems from the commissary. We can. Okay, give me... Don't want any of those, actually. We could drop the kitchen down here. Could just put the den down. Oh, mailroom. Oh. Look at this. Yeah. Shipping crate is amazing. That was a huge pile of items. I like that a lot. Could do den, could do the drawing room. Give me the drawing room here. Gives me a free reroll. Gem me, please. lockpick kit fails me now. Courtyard. Or we just do the chapel. No, give me the courtyard. Oh yeah, gems. Gem me. Gem me, please. Yeah, security is fine here. And we can make security cards more common, or security doors. And log in. Swanzong. And then we'll get another experiment going. Yep. Just keep doing metal detectors, so we always have one. Yep, connect me to laboratory, please. And experiment. Ooh. Time you find some trash. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. Alright, like that. Fine, don't work lockpick kit. Yeah, give me the gymnasium. Give me the break room there. Yes, give me the armory. Oh, nice. 10. 12 plus 4 is 16. Minus 5 is 11. Times 2 is 22. Divided by 11 is 2. 2 squared is 4. Times 20 is 80. Divided by 10 is 8. Divided by 8 is 1. 1 squared is 1. Times 10 is 10. Times 8 is 80. Divided by 20 is 4. Alright, silver key. Silver key would be perfect right here. Yeah, give me the vestibule here. Observatory's fine here. It's not the ideal, but it's fine. Oh, I didn't want the dead end rooms. Okay. Well, we took it. I actually have been trying to get the study. Okay. So this is January 08. Enter. Anna 08 1. Enter. Thought I solved it. this is a queen. January. January. It's not 08. So 104, no. So I was thinking maybe like 44. 01, 44. Huh. D8. D8. D1. Maybe it's like 118. If we count small gates, 8 dates open 8 safes. C, D, S, R. E. Okay. Maybe we look at this as a calendar. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, how? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. 28. 01, 28. Your calendar, I don't know. Date, Anna. And now are we? January, but what date in January? One, oh one, oh one, oh two, oh 1, oh 3, oh 1, oh 4, oh 1, oh 5, oh 1, oh 6, oh 1, oh 7, oh 1, oh 8, oh 1, oh 9. No. Oh 1, 10. Oh 1, 11. Oh 1, 12. 01, 13. 01, 14. 01, 15. 01, 16. 01, 17. 01, 18. 01, 19. 01, 20. 01, 21. 01, 22. 01, 23. 01, 24. 01, 25. 01, 26. 01, 27. 01, 28. 01, 29. 01, 30. 01, 31. It's not Jana. Queen on D8. 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 Well, D is the 1, 2, 3, 4th letter. 04, 08, 08, 04. Pretty sure I'd tried that before. Oh, 04, 04. Maybe it's the day 8 of the 8th month. So January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 0808? We count small gates, 8 dates open, 8 safes. G, T, D, R, N. W8, week 8. 6.5 M. I don't know, man. June 15th. Do really need an attic. Give me you. And you. Yep, battery back. Okay, I got the broken lever, I got the battery pack, I got the sledgehammer. We just need now weight room. Doable. We can drop the vault down here too. Alright, go on then. Go on then. Yeah. Oops. Didn't want to go this way. Yeah, take my steps. See if I care. Because I don't. Boiler room's fine here. Okay. Give me this. Activate. We'll send it this way. Weight room. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit. Now I need steps. We can drop a laundry room down. Okay. All your steps, all your gems. All your allowance with your stars. Okay. Yeah, let's pop you open. Yeah, give me archives. Don't love it, but it's fine here. Give me the pantry. The casino. Got the key. could get oh. You get allowance up. Four allowance tokens. You get 2 allowance tokens. Oh, that's real cool. Okay, give me this. Keeps us going, at least. You can be a dead end. Walk-in closet, completely fine. Alright, redraw. Don't like any of these options. Can't do the music room. Alright, guess wine cellar it is. Alright. I'm at 15 steps, which is a bit of a problem. I need food really bad if I'm gonna do this plan here. Give me Secret Garden. That will help with steps. At least that's the hope. Okay, give me this. Alright, pop you. Alright, give me the bedroom. A dice, that's actually kind of huge. Yeah, give me Cloister of Joya. Alright, do it. We could get some turnips there. There we go. Hey, turnips. Alright, allowance has been raised. Nice. Okay, let's pop you. Yeah, I can't get in. Oh. Give me the bunk room then. It's fine. This is fine. We can do the showroom here. I got this much gold, it makes sense. Moon pendant. Silver spoon. Conference room, yes please. Okay. That helps a lot. You know what, just give me the sauna. Okay, safe deposit box key. We have the vault. Need to remember to actually take advantage of that fact. Well, that's not great. Okay, this is fine though. Give me the den. Why not? You know what? Whatever you are, give me. Oh, I have so much money potential here. Okay, what can we get? Get pump room there. Draw again. Ah. Alright, fine. Put down the furnace. Alright, ton of steps there. Perfect. Just when we thought the run was done. We're back. Okay. Into the boiler room we go. Oh, can't do locker room. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. You do a little bit with this room, the mirror room. Yeah, I don't think really get much more in because I don't have another room to connect to it. Really thought Ariana January was the answer. Ariana January. Well, broken lever, battery pack, assemble power hammer. And coin purse, lucky rabbit's foot, lucky purse, assemble that. Okay, what else can we make here? Compass plus shovel, dowsing rod. Okay. Metal detector plus lockpick. So if our moon pendant wants to trigger, and give us some of this cool stuff for the next day. That would be amazing. Be a real amazing, like. Yep, give me that. Lots of steps. Okay. Weight room's over here. Alright. Oh. The destruction of structural elements of the house, like walls, is not permanent and will reset every few days. You're full of it. The 8th angel. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Alright, I'm putting this down right in my journal here. The 8th angel points to our dreams. Huh. I don't know. The 8th angel. We know about 7 angels. Don't know about an 8th angel. We've already smashed through the wall of the secret garden here. Oh. Swap all my keys, all my money. Perfect. Amazing. Okay. We can go outside now. Suppose we can smash through walls? No? No Hulk smash? You know what? Pop in here. Yep, get the sleep mask bonus. So why not? Ariana, January 8th. But it's not. I don't understand. So what is it? Alright, we're gonna go down with the boxes first here. Ariana. Ariana. Oh, this episode's gotten real long. That is unfortunate. Now, what can you do, I guess? I got 64 keys in a dream. These are all getting opened up. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. It's a lot of allowance. Alright. Green memos and blue boxes are true. Well, I've got all the keys. So I don't care. More than 2 boxes contain prizes. Sanctum keys in a white box. Sanctum keys in a black box. Green memos and white boxes are lies. Pink boxes marked by suns always contain blue memos. All boxes marked by blue suns contain memos that are true. Sanctum key is not in a box in the water. All green memos found in boxes in the water are true. Okay, well, this was a fun jaunt. We're up to 45 allowance. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like that quite a bit. It's a lot of money to start each day with. Wish I could freeze these 54 keys for the next day. Alright. 8th angel points to our dreams. What does that even mean, man? These are words you're saying. But I'm not sure what you're trying to say. We're just gonna run around here. I'm gonna look to smack a wall. That's right. Convinced there's a wall. I can give a good whacking and smacking too. I don't have a shovel. Oh, because I turned it into a dowsing. I don't have a shovel anymore. Huh. I thought something out here. I haven't drawn the picture, so alright. Ton of money here. Not seeing anything we can smash. Maybe there's something down here. Okay. Eighth angel points to dreams. What does it even mean? What does any of it mean? So dark. Still so dark. Eighth angel points to dreams. It's a whole lot of a nothing burger right there to help me out. Yeah, and then this is going to be full of water, so... Yeah, this episode's going to be super long. That might have just been a notice that the death statue, you pull the arm and it opens up. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just work here. We'll hit the showroom real quick. I got the moon pendant. Oh. Okay, well. Guess we do have to go this way. Ariana, January. I tried all the January dates. You're a bunch of nonsense is what you are. You're disappointment. Okay, let's hit the vault. Do need to do that. It's fine. We can lose some steps. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay, we got vault key 233. Allowance token. All the money in the world. Okay, Fenaris. International passport, diplomatic pass 455. Fay 815232. Daniel's Gray, Eurasian. Date of birth 5156, female, compromised. Date of issue 11084. Date of expiry 11094. Gray Daniels. Okay. Well, we got that taken care of. Yeah, take my steps. See if I care. Don't care if you take my steps. You can take away my steps, but you'll never take my freedom. Oh, give me you. Okay, we can go down to the showroom there. What else are we gonna do here? I guess we can go to the bedroom there. Yeah, get some extra steps there. We can go to the casino. Well, wager 20. 4 gems. Oh, I can't do it again, huh? Oh, I see. Anything else we can do besides calling it a day? I could go back to the study and beat my head against the wall. We'll just head to the break room. We'll call it a day. Wait, do I have the pump room? No. Could have gotten it, didn't get it. Alright, well, we're going to call it an episode here, folks. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you like what I do, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, hold on. We should see the end splash screen here. Temporal Shopping Center of the Dead. New rooms 1. Alright. I'll see you on the flip side, folks. Well, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!